If you don't have Jurassic World Evolution 2 yet, this update might be the reason to get it. If you've stopped playing Jurassic World Evolution 2 because you grew tired of it, because it wasn't giving you what you wanted, then this update might be the reason that you come back to the game. It is just that good. Hello everyone, welcome to Jurassic World Evolution 2 and a showcase of all of the new and amazing content that we get from the free update that drops today. I will show you all of the new decorations and placeable foliage for every single biome, and we have a lot to go through, obviously. This update, as well as the Camp Cretaceous DLC, will go live at this time on your screen right now. I've been lucky enough to get early access so I can show you the game-changing stuff that Frontier has added for free. Frontier has really been listening to the feedback from the community, and I hope they are listening when I say thank you. It is awesome.
I'll show you.
And here we have the flags that we also saw in the image. We have Pteranodon and Mosasaurus, so they're based on like the aviary and the lagoon. We're just gonna move on to the next one and we're gonna go down a little bit, and here we have a lovely little sign for the aviary. This is based on the signs that we also saw in Jurassic World. I think we get a pretty good look at the gyrosphere sign for that attraction, and we're also getting that in this pack. It is, let me show you. There it is. It is blank on the backside, so you could even use this for something decorative. And we have more of these. We also have, as I said, the gyrosphere. Pretty cool. And we have the Jurassic tour. Let me back up a little bit. Really like the little icons on top as well. And we have one more for the lagoon. Pretty cool. Do you hear what I hear? Do you hear that? You hear water running, don't you? Well, you should, because next up is the first of a couple of fountains that are in this free update. And let me just tell you right now, it only gets better from here. Let me go up just a little bit more. You can see combination of two different stones, dark and light, some wood. There are lights in there. At the end of this video, I will also show you all of the decorations at nighttime. There's some rocks in there, and if we fly over it, you see that the back is plain like that. Let's move on, because there is so much cool stuff ahead. Here we have the next water fountain, and it's so nice. It's shaped similarly to the planters that we already have in the game, and it's also the same size as the planters that we already have in the game, just for reference. Looking really lovely. Let's move on. Again, it only gets better. Look at this beauty with the DNA symbol in there. It looks so nice. And this isn't even the best one. This is gonna make making like public squares, you know, plazas and stuff like that so much better. Finally, we have large centerpiece decorations. It is mwah, chef's kiss perfection. And the best is yet to come, and the best is this one. It's the biggest. It's got plants, it's got rocks, it's got amber, water. Lovely, absolutely fantastic. Let us continue. So much to show. Alright, here we have, I mean, you're probably recognizing it right away. It is one of the columns of the Jurassic Park gate. Obviously, as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh dang, why didn't they just give us the gates? That is a bit of a shame. I won't deny that. But we do have a nice column. You can flank the paths with it. Oh, I'm stuck on something. Excuse me. Let me turn so you can see that on the other side there's also a torch. And of course there's the torch on top. Alright, let's move on to the next decorations. And this is a bit of a head scratcher for me. I don't know why you would want just 3 bamboo sticks. I don't know, you guys tell me. What would you do with this? Let's get the creative juices flowing. That sounds kinda disgusting. If you get the creative juices flowing, please clean up after yourself, okay? Don't make a mess. Anyway, let's move on to the next thing. And this we recognize from the buildings that we have in the game, the guest amenities. When you cycle through the decorations for the guest amenities, you also get this thing. And now we have it as a separate item as well, and it's pretty lovely. I can imagine some fun things with this, but we have a lot more to show. For example, this cool decorations, Pteranodon on a stick. I think this is really lovely. This is a nice little decoration. I'm really a fan of this. I kind of hoped we would also get this with Mosasaurus, you know, Mosasaurus on a stick, but that is not the case. We are about to get to the most exciting of the fancy decorations though. It is so good. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit in preparation. Here we go. There it is, the Spinosaurus skeleton, and wow, it is glorious. It looks so cool. I'm so happy that we finally have this. It is amazing. I need to add this to my Jurassic World recreation, and honestly, I need to add this to every single park I've ever built and will ever build in the future, because it's amazing, it is magnificent, it is awesome, it is all of the positive superlatives. It is great. Moving on though, here we have a small little amber decoration, just a round, let me fly up so you can see that it is indeed, you know, round, small, it's nice. Again, I will show you what things look like at nighttime at the end of the video, you know, with all of the lights, because they look completely different then and really, really lovely. All of these new decorations and the Parasaurolophus that is coming with the Camp Cretaceous pack are good reasons to turn your sandbox parks to nighttime. Here we have the first of the planters, the new planters. This one is a combination of stone and wood for a different look in your park. Of course, the foliage in this planter is different in every biome, and I will show you later on in this video, because we are going to every single of the biomes, and I will show you what the foliage is like, the individually placeable trees and stuff on that biome, and I will also show you what the planters have in that biome. So if you're curious about, for example, what's in here on Pennsylvania, then stick around to the end of the video. I will be showing all of that. Here we have a matching little planter with something big inside. On the tropical map, it is a palm tree. Let me back up a little bit. There you go, in its full glory. Look at those coconuts. Oh yeah. But we also have just a completely wooden planter. Again, another totally different look for your park. You can really differentiate. This is like more natural, less stylistic, less fancy, you could almost say. This is really basic, but you should never underestimate the basics. We're gonna move on, because of course we also have the palm tree in a matching wooden planter. So, you know, that's your set right there. And next up, we have this lovely dark stone planter. And this one is curvy. She's curvy. We like curvy. But it's nice that we got something different here. You know, a different shape from the rest. Next up, a matching palm tree planter. And again, the foliage in this one, the tree in this one is going to be different on every biome, and I will show you later on in this video when we go to all of the different biomes. I'm being thorough here. I'm just getting you hyped for all of the stuff. That's the last one of the fancy decorations though. So let me move over to the DFW decorations, because if possible, there's even cooler stuff in here. Is that possible? Maybe. There's some really, really nice things in here. Some really nice surprises that you're going to be very excited about. These first things, you might be wondering, what is this? Well, these are Pteranodon perches. You can place these in your aviaries or in your park, you know, if you're prepared for a Pteranodon breakout. But you can place these in your aviaries, and the Pteranodon and the other flying reptiles will sit on them. Moving on, we have this little security camera, solar powered, spared no expense. Let us, here, I'll show you, that's a better look at it. There you go, little mobile security system, I guess. Next up is we have, I guess this would be like a concrete barrier, a blockade of some sort. You can line these up fairly closely together, so if you are patient, you could turn this into some sort of fence. Let me actually show you. Here, so there. It's not ideal, But yeah, you could turn this into a fence, like a guest fence, or you know, even for smaller dinosaurs as well. Don't worry, this isn't the most exciting thing about the DFW things. Do not fret. Here we have a lovely chonky crane. Really, really cool to put in like parts of your park that are still under construction, or to combine this with some of the things that I will show you next, because we have 4 dinosaur cages in this DFW pack. So you can pretend that this crane is used to lift those dinosaur cages, lift the dinosaurs into their pens. Next up is one of 3 containers. They come in 3 colors. This is a green one with the DFW branding. It's the same on the other side. There. And we have it in white. Lovely. Just showing you the sides. Again, the opposite side is the same as this one. And we have it in blue. So you can create a nice varied mix. We also have a wooden crate, which is great. And we have a liquid tank, which is very flammable and toxic. We have an open container, just like the first green one that we saw. We have some barrels, some water tanks, some suspicious looking security crates in there. What y'all up to, DFW? More crates and water tanks, barrels. There is so much to mix up here. Now we're getting to the dinosaur cages in this free update. I can't believe this is free. This is amazing. But yeah, we have 4 dinosaur cages, and this is the first one. Let me zoom out a little bit. So it's just a rectangular cage. I think this is the Indoraptor cage, maybe. Although it could also be just one of the cages that they used in the Lost World Jurassic Park. We also have another The Lost World Jurassic Park cage coming up. But first, we have this one. Maybe I'm overly excited, but I'm really excited about this. This is the Raptor cage. This is our introduction to the entire franchise. This is the cold open of Jurassic Park right here. This is where it literally all started. The first scene that we saw, and we can have this outside the Raptor paddock, which we know is also in the game, and it looks great, and it's just fantastic. We can recreate that scene more or less. We even have the crane in the game. But in spite of how happy I am, I might be even happier about one of the other cages. First up, this one though, this is the Stegosaurus cage from the Lost World Jurassic Park. I think at least, you know, it had that shape as well. But actually, the biggest surprise for me was the following cage. I was not expecting this one to be in this free update. Here it is. It is the Tyrannosaurus cage construction BDSM. I should not make that joke. But yeah, this is where InGen stuck the buck Tyrannosaurus into after Roland Tembo successfully hunted it down. Or, well, I guess Roland Tembo would disagree. He would not consider that a successful hunt. He wanted to kill it. But that's such a nice surprise that this is in. Now we have some more DFW stuff coming up. This is like mobile guest quarters, guest offices, operations, stuff like that. We have more of that. So this is like a maintenance shed with some of the elements that we saw before, like the crates and the barrels and stuff. Very nice, very nice. And we also have another mobile staff thing. You know, this would hook up to the back of a truck, obviously. It's a little bit of a shame that we don't actually have the truck, but here you can see that it's another little like mobile office for the DFW employees. Next up we have some tents. We have a small white tent with some makeshift benches in there, some crates, some other stuff. We have a bigger green tent, more of the crates, more supplies, stuff like that. And finally, we have the biggest decoration that we already knew was coming into the game in this free update. We have the Raptor paddock. We know this from the first game as well, of course, but I think it looks even better in Jurassic World Evolution 2, which makes sense. Everything, I think, looks a little better in Jurassic World Evolution 2. It's just more detailed, more polished, and I think it looks fantastic. They did a great job on bringing this into Jurassic World Evolution 2, and I can't wait to put this into a park, put the small raptor cage right next to it, the crane. it is awesome, awesome stuff. PC players and PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS players, that's a mouthful, they have the option to choose all buildings, and that includes all decorations. If you have the game on an older console than those two, you will either have to choose Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, or DFW, and we're gonna load into each of these to see which decorations you get in those eras. So we are now in Canada in the DFW buildings sandbox, and when we go to decorations, you see that an entire tab is gone. The flags and signs tab is gone, and I will show you for each tab what you get with it. So these are the trees, these are the decorations. You'll note some things are missing here, and these are the DFW decorations. Now let's load into a Jurassic World Buildings sandbox map. When we go to decorations, the fourth tab has returned. So let me just cycle through all of the tabs so you can see what you're getting. It looks like you'll have most stuff in the Jurassic World era, with of course the notable exception of a lot of DFW stuff and the Jurassic Park stuff. And now finally the Jurassic Park Buildings option. Alright, so here we go. Let's go towards decorations and I'll show you what's in each of the tabs. With the showcase of all of the decorations done, let's look at the foliage that you get on the tropical biome. So that is this selection right here. You get a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bits of individually placeable foliage, ranging from just really small shrubbery to big trees. And again, I'm going to show you what it's like on every single biome. But this is the selection for the tropical maps, so that's the Nublars and Sorna. And you might be thinking to yourself, oh no, they're so far away from the path. What is the hitbox like on the plants? And I will show you. I will show you the hitbox. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, so here we go. We're still good. I already know how close we can get, by the way. I already know. This is for effect, okay? Getting closer. Getting closer. We're overlapping with the, we're overlapping. Oh my god, we're getting even closer. We're getting even closer. We can just get them on the path. Yes, the trees have absolutely no hitbox with the path itself. And let me also show you how close you can get them together. Let me grab maybe this one. Here, so you can see how close you can get them to other trees. The hitbox is really good on these. I am so impressed. With the smaller ones, you can't quite get them to overlap. So it's like that, but still you can get them pretty dang close to one another. So that is, I think that's brilliant. I think that this exceeds my expectations so much. Again, Frontier, thank you so much. Let's go to the other biomes. Alrighty, so here we are in Canada. This is a taiga map. The previous map was Nublar 1993. So just to confirm, no redwoods on Nublar in 1993. But here we have the trees that are going in the planters, which is the same as the trees that you get with the building. So I'm predicting a pattern here. The foliage in the Raptor paddock is still just tropical, so that's going to be the same on every biome. And here we have these flowers in here. On this biome, we do get the redwoods as individually placeable trees. And this is the other stuff that we're getting. Again, this is the taiga biome. And here we have the foliage on the German map. So this is what we get in the planters. And this is the wild individually placeable trees we can have. And really cementing how much I prefer the other biomes over the tropical biome, because this is such a nice selection of trees. Looking good, fellas! Here we are in an alpine biome, and we actually get the exact same trees as we get in the taiga biome. So we're on Northwest USA right now, and these trees are exactly the same as they were on Canada. So Again, really making me question the difference between the taiga and the alpine biome, but okay, it is a really nice selection of trees. And this is the foliage in the desert biome, lots of palm trees and cacti. Makes sense. For thoroughness, here we are on Sorna, just to check and make sure that the redwood trees are not in the tropical biome. Technically, canonically, they should be on Sorna, but you can see that they're not here. We just get the same trees that we got on Nublar, so, you know, the biome is exactly the same. No redwoods, unfortunately. And even though it's technically a temperate biome, thankfully Pennsylvania does come with different foliage as you would expect. It comes with the beautiful autumn-colored trees as the individually placeable trees. They do just have green trees in the planters over here. But that is lovely. Very excited to play around with these beautiful colors. And as promised, here are the decorations at night. Now, this free update also includes some great additions to sandbox options like research and expeditions, the removal of scientists, and the ability to speed up task times, as well as quality of life improvements and tweaks to dinosaur behavior. At the time of recording, the full patch notes are not made public yet, but as soon as they are, I will link those in the description box down below so you can check them out. Look at how lovely that Spinosaurus looks. Let's actually... I mean, come on, it looks so good. Alright, moving on. There's more to show you, there's more. Alright, so here are the planters. Obviously, these don't have lights, so let me speed up. Does anything else still have lights over here? No, it does not, so let's check out the DFW things, see if they have lights on them. We have some lights on the solar paneled camera. Oh, the lights on the truck are also on. Quite minimal as of yet, though. Nothing. I mean, it makes sense that there would not be any lights on these. Ooh, you know what we can do? Hold on, I'm gonna quickly... Oh, this one does have lights. That's really nice. This one as well. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's cozy. Yep. And of course, this one has lights. Now, speaking of lights, there are two big things that they added in this free update, and one of them is the species viewer, and the other one is this one, first person view. So when you select that, you can select a starting location. So let's look at the cage, for example. So here we are. We're at the cage, and if we click on F, we can turn on our flashlight, and we can make horror games. This is gonna, guys, this is gonna revolutionize my park tours. You don't even know. It's very fun. We can hide the UI like this for a more immersive experience. We can technically crouch down, and we can run with, you know, shift normal controls. It's a shame we can't really go in here. It has a hitbox, but yeah, this is gonna be so cool to look at the dinosaurs like this. So much fun. And like I said, the other big thing is the species viewer, and it's accessible right here in the main menu, and you'll see why. It's quite extensive. It's a lot. So let's load into it here. Enter species viewer. It takes a little bit to load up. And there we go, and you can already see what it is really. It's just a 3D model of the dinosaur, but the real selling point of it is, here we go into Acrocanthosaurus. First, we have this. It can just stand still. We can make it walk. We can make it run for its life. We can just make it sit and do like a little animation like that. So that's what these sparkly things mean. And this is standing and doing like something special, so like a roar. Let's just look at that. Oh, no roar. There's also no sound, by the way. Here we can adjust the color grading. That's over here, but this is like the position of the sun, which is really extensive. So let's just leave it at that. But this is the main selling point for me. We can look at any skin color that we want right here and what it looks like with the selected pattern. It's... wow, look at this skin! Like, see, I would have never known this amazing skin. I would have never known that, and now I know
this amazing skin. So let's say we select that, and then we can check to see what looks cool in combination with that. And this looks pretty dang cool. So that is the species viewer, and I really love it. And what I recommend you do is when you find a skin that you like, just take a screenshot of it, save it in a folder somewhere, and just access that folder when you're, you know, wanting to make a dinosaur in your sandbox parks, and you can just check as a reference to see which one you want. Now, this has been a very, very, very long video, but I wanted to showcase all of the hard work that Frontier put in. I think I can't stress this enough. I think it's absolutely incredible that we're getting all of this for free. It's super exciting, and I just want to give it the attention that it deserves and hype you up. If you haven't gotten the game yet, this is the time to get it. If you've sort of been neglecting the game over the past few months because it wasn't like giving you exactly what you wanted, this is the time to get back into it. I will have so much fun building parks with all of this new stuff, and I hope that you will join me to watch me see what kind of creative things I can build with the new decorations. For now, I want to thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and until next time, enjoy the game.